Alright. It's time to change gears here. I'm gonna move over to the Nintendo Entertainment System. And there's a new game that arrived in the mail today that's been recommended to me quite ferociously by Megalonix, and that game is Wizards and Warriors. I have never seen this game before or played it. Yeah, I know nothing about this game, but hey, it's been strongly recommended. So let's just check out the pins here and make sure that it's clean enough to get into my NES. I don't want any dirty games getting in here, so let's take a look here. Wow, looks very good. I don't even think I have to clean this. I don't. Focus. There we go. Yeah. Those are some clean pins. Sweet. What would a dirty one look like? The corrosion is usually kind of black. It would have like black spots or black lines on them. Usually. And what's really good for getting off that kind of corrosion is just a high polymer eraser. I seriously just take an eraser and get it off. I read that tip from a website. And then of course, then I put alcohol on it. Yep, isopropyl afterward. So yeah, I use an eraser to get off the big stuff, and then some alcohol afterward to give it a nice finish. All right. By the way, PJL, I recognize you from Bovine Divine stream last night, so I really recommend you being here. I'm sorry. I really appreciate you being here because so often I tell people to check out somebody's stream, right? If I see somebody in chat who has a good stream, I'm like, hey, check that person out. This person's great. And in my heart, I don't really expect anyone to. I would love it if everyone did, but I don't really expect anyone to. And so it's nice. It's really nice to see you here. All right, so let's hook this baby up. Oh yeah, we're still on Monster Hunter. Hang on. Oh, all right. What? One more thing. One more thing. No boot. Unless this game just has a very atmospheric black screen opening. We're getting somewhere. There we go. Alright, took a couple tries, but here we go. So once again, I changed the audio setup. Yes, I also do play the drums, yes. So yeah, I'm Dash Retro. Complain about audio if audio is bad because I just changed my setup, so it'll be a little louder than usual. And I had to, you know, turn it down to compensate. But we'll see. Okay, so anyway, this is Wizards and Warriors. Once again, I have never played this before, so let's go. I've just never seen this game before at all. Hello. Oh, that's... This is not what I expected this to look like. Okay. I got some kind of combo here. Hooah, hooah, hooah. Sometimes he attacks down and sometimes he attacks up. I'm not sure if there's any real reason for that. Whoa, okay, I jumped into the tree. Okay, okay. Alright, we're getting it. I got a crouch. Hooah, hooah. I have an evil meter? Okay, hang on. Apparently I have an evil meter. Get these gems. Hit those bugs. This is not what I expected this game to be like. You know, don't ask me what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. But yes, this game came, and Vampire Hunter. Well, hello, friends. This game came recommended to me from one Megalonix, who is another streamer who plays some retro games. Lately, he's, from what I've seen, he's been playing more PC games. And he really likes strategy games, like big-time strategy games, where you have to take over the world and stuff. This is crazy. Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll figure stuff like that out. I mean, all it takes is one game over for me to figure out how the game overs work, right? I just don't even really know, like, what my goal is right now. But yeah, I'm very much the type of person where, like, I'll figure it out, you know? I think if the game is designed properly... Look at that dangling leg. If the game is designed properly, then I'll figure out how to play it by playing it, right? And so, to me, to me, sometimes hints can be an admission of bad game design. Occasionally. Depends. I have no clue what's happening in this game yet, by the way. From what I can tell, I can just jump on these tree stumps, which are... They're coming out of the ground, but, like, the perspective makes it seem like they're further away, but then you can just jump on the tops of the stumps. So really, all of these trees are, like, growing out of a wall? And then they've all been chopped off? At a point? I really wish I could make my evil meter go up. That was a sound from Battletoads. I mean, I'm sure it's just like a manipulation of the noise channel or something. But that, like, exact sound plays in Battletoads when enemies warp in. Yeah, I'll figure out what it is. Well, I guess somebody else just said what it is, and that makes it lame, you know? If a boss appeared, And then I realized that evil meant, oh, it's the health meter for the evil. That could have been exciting, but now it's just gonna be like, oh, a boss is here, and it has health. I didn't put blind in the title because it's not like a super serious blind playthrough kind of thing, but I do discourage hints and tips of any kind for games. I discourage it. Because it just takes away some of the fun discovery of a game. How many forms does that have? Hello, Knives. How are you today? It's good to see you. It grows exponentially? By what exponent? I guess by x. An exponential is by x. And then what's the other part of a exponential expression? The base, I think it is. I don't know if it's actually the base though, because that would be confusing with logarithms. They also have bases. But at the same time though, logarithms are just inverse exponents. So maybe it does make perfect sense that they're both bases. You got off from a 14-hour shift? Damn. Look at the dangling leg. The dangling leg is great. It means more and more rapidly. Well, right. Exponential. Well, I don't know. How do you define an exponential? Because, growing more and more rapidly doesn't necessarily define an exponential. A quadratic grows more and more as it goes, but that's not an exponential. I think an exponential specifically means it's to the power of some expression of x. I don't know what... What? Okay, now we're back in here. But I would like to go back in that door. Of an increase becoming more and more rapid? See, I disagree with that, because that defines much more than something that's literally exponential. What? The size of the tree is also finite? That's a good point. I can't disagree with it. It is what it is. I can disagree with your sources. I mean, who told you what that word means? I think it's perfectly reasonable to disagree with it. What if you looked up on that same website a word that it just had the incorrect definition of? You could say you disagree with it. Also, you know, it's me talking about, like, because it's also how you're approaching it from. If you say the way that people use the word in common language, or like, you know, commonly, I'm starting to understand the game. If you say, like, this is just how people use the word in everyday use, that's different from, like, my more, like, mathematic approach of what it literally means in its mathematical definition. Because if you take the former of just how people use it from day to day, then suddenly the word literally means nothing. So, you know, then we can also get into that whole discussion about what the word literally means. Okay, and then we jump into this tree, and now we're up here. Leg dangle. This is a retro channel where I also like to pretend that I'm smart sometimes, so every once in a while I'll go off on mathematical tangents, or I'll talk about computer networking. These enemies are difficult to deal with. For some reason, I expected this game to be like I was gonna play as like a beefy hunk. And maybe fight wizards? But instead, I'm fighting a bunch of goofballs. Whoa, you can really get moving. Oh, it's another dude. But he wants 100 gems. Oh, he was hitting me? I thought that he was like a whatchamacallit? You know, one of those. I thought he was like a doppelganger that was just like a spirit, like a ghost of myself in the future once I have 100 gems. The latest episode of Dragon Ball, I have not. I have seen the first episode of Dragon Ball. Just Dragon Ball, and that's it. That is my entire experience with the Dragon Ball Superverse. Okay, I gotta test these controls a little bit. Can I down stab? Can I up stab? What if I press select? What if I... Whoop! Okay, those give me coins. I thought the first episode was good. I enjoyed the first episode of Dragon Ball. It was really funny. I didn't expect the show to be funny. You know, all that I knew about Dragon Ball was that it was like dudes juicing up and then shooting energy balls at each other and destroying planets. That's what I thought Dragon Ball was. But the first episode was really funny. Now I understand that I had only seen Dragon Ball Z, and then I was being shown Dragon Ball, which are different things. I get that now. I'm just saying that was my expectation versus my experience. Similar to what I was saying a minute ago about how I expected to play as a hunk in this game, but instead I'm this doofy knight. You know. I have my chat in the wrong place, by the way. Yeah, I would like to know that too. How many episodes total are there of all the Dragon Ball things put together? So I need gems, and apparently monsters drop them, but I just don't... I'm not buying that that's the fastest way to get them, so I'm gonna drop back down. Oh, that it kills you if you go too far. Gotcha. And let's see what I did wrong down here. Okay, what I'm seeing is that there is a blue door there. Is that the door that I originally came into? Wait a second. Did I kill that bee just by jumping into it? I'm not sure if that happened. No, I mean all the Dragon Balls put together. Like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball RZ, Dragon Ball FU. You know, all of them. Oh yeah, I assumed that I took damage. What's another game that does that? I guess like, Mario Odyssey? I think Mario Odyssey does that. There's no fall damage, but but if you fall a really long way, he kind of does a little animation when he hits the ground. Or like Mario 64 if you consider the snow levels. I'm thinking the same thing, PJL. This game right now on the spectrum, it's on the crummy side. I'm really giving it a chance though, because I don't like to judge games within 5 minutes. And I mean, I have a friend who really wants to see me play this game, so I'm gonna do my best. And so far, it's better than Ghosts and Goblins. You know what this game feels like so far? A good version of Ghosts and Goblins. And I should say better version of Ghosts and Goblins. It looks like you hurt enemies by jumping into them also. But let's test it just a little more. Yeah, see, I only had 1 pip of life there. So that's gonna help a lot now that I know that. Like that, boom. What's blasphemy? This game being maybe crummy? Look, I'm just, you know, I'm just saying, it's not coming out of the gate with a slam dunk. I realize not every game can be Super Mario Bros. Not every game can be Zelda 2 Adventure of Link. But, you know. So, okay, here's my current confusion is, I can't tell how many doors there are. Is this the only door? Oh no, this door was just like a lie. I don't know. I need to, get my chat in the right spot. Yeah, yeah! Let me at him. The triangle's under my life bar? I don't know. Maybe probably my number of lives before I get a game over, which the last game over didn't seem to do much. I'm not sure how to open these chests yet. Oh, I just like to figure everything out. If I ever want an answer, I will specifically say somebody's name in chat and say, will you answer this question? And the reason I do that is because if you just ask a question to Twitch chat, oh boy. I mean, I'm not the biggest streamer in the world, so I don't have the problem as big as other people do, but, just the wave of conflicting information that you tend to get is not very helpful. Okay, here's a lot of gems. Yeah, yeah, the symbol under the life bar looks like the character's helmet, and it would also just make sense for it, you know, in general, for it to be your number of lives before your next game over. They do kind of look like rice balls, though. We are the Rice Ball Knight. Sworn rival of the Onion Knight. Sometimes enemies just die when I touch them, and sometimes they don't. Okay, we almost have 100 diamonds, which I think means that we're gonna be able to face our ghost self. Oh, a pink key! I bet that opens a pink treasure chest. These doors, man. I don't know what that blue is. There's another pink thing over there. Is that a treasure chest? It's an open treasure chest. What? Oh, it's open because I have a pink key? Alright, we gotta maneuver over here real quick. Yeah! Thou hath discovered Dagger of Throw. Whoa! Okay, this game just improved in quality significantly. What the hell was that? I think that was a rice ball. Alright, I seriously have to move chat though. Usually I have it on the left side of the screen because my TV is to the left of my streaming monitor, but my PVM is to the right, so I have to like flip my screen around. Oh sure, yeah. I don't know how to say your name, but Ariel, I will ask you if I need anything. That is for sure. Wait. Really? I've never known that about the hanging. That if it's a person being, as you say, hanged, you say hanged. And otherwise you say hung. I never knew that. Excuse me, sir. Oh, there we go. It's like a Mario pipe. Got it. Okay, the old clock pickup. I thought maybe I could go get it, you know. Do I still have my dagger? Yes. Okay, it... I mean... Okay, no, this doesn't go out very far. A better version of Golden Axe? I was saying it's a better version of Ghosts and Goblins a minute ago. Ghosts and Goblins might have been alright on arcade, but I think that on NES, that game is terrible. I've never played Golden Axe, though, so I can't really speak to that. Okay. It kind of seems like these... Uh-oh. It kind of seems like these bees can't be, headbutt. Uh-oh. Okay, real quick. Yeah! Get that. Thou hast discovered gems. Nice. Down, down. This game is really bizarre. Okay, this is cool. This is really neat. I like this part a lot. We're just like plinkoing down. Oh my. I discovered something else, but I honestly was not looking at the screen. Okay, these bees are getting a little overbearing. Yeah, I never played Golden Axe. Oh, I played Altered Beast. For some reason, I get those mixed up. But I have played Altered Beast. I also played Altered Beast for the Master System, and it was terrible. The other version I played, whatever it was on, was not bad. But the, that Master System version was rough. However, here's the deal. I've played about 30 Master System games, and they were all terrible. The Master System just seems like, I don't know, man. That's just not a system for me. Okay, there we go. Okay. This music is so bizarre. Okay, alright. I think he got me with something. A race of 20 NES games? Well, if you guys follow any, Mario speedrunning, you might know, Rupert83. He is hosting a, Mario tournament. A Warpless Mario Race tournament. That's like a one-on-one bracketed double elimination tournament, right? Well done! Thou hast rescued that person. I didn't read the rest. Hang on. But yeah, he's hosting a big tournament, which gonna be participating in. So I actually need to brush up on my Mario at some point tonight. We're gonna have to play that. Oh, what up, Flex? I'm playing Wizards and Warriors. Oh, geez, this guy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to brush up on my Mario, and then that'll be fun. Okay, so I guess we're going down. Yeah, original Super Mario Bros. For the tournament, either the NES or Mario All-Stars version is allowed, but the NES version is faster. So I guess these gems are pretty important. Flex, you know, I think you can go on speedracing.tv, I think is the website, and you can join the races. You don't have to be streaming. That way the game counts down and tells us when to start. Yeah, so it's a warpless race, which means it's every level. And so yeah, I mean, if you guys are down for some Super Mario Bros, I'm gonna be playing that just as soon as I get bored of this game. I really think you can make this jump. I gotta get this game's controls down. Whoa! Oh, I didn't make the jump, but I got the gem, and that's all I wanted the jump for. Race of 20 NES games back to back, and there's 2 every year? Huh. Interesting. I mean, that does sound pretty cool. So hunged you now? You don't care for the first Super Mario Brothers? Here's the deal, alright? I'm gonna lay it down for you. Flat, plain, and simple, okay? With words that are undeniable truth. Super Mario Bros. For the NES is an underrated video game. Why? Because you don't really know just how good Super Mario Bros. Is until you play it to a great extent in your adult life. You gotta be an adult and really jam that game, and every time you play it, you will keep on discovering new cool things that you can do in that game. And just little things about how the game works. And you will just keep being impressed by it. By how everything is great. Oh yeah, Ariel, I mean, there are a lot of people in the race, with all kinds of varying PBs. And I mean, some people are running the Warpless, or the All-Stars version because it's what they know, you know? You know, I like this game enough. I'll play this game more at some point. Right, it's just... Super Mario Bros. It's one of those games. It's just... Capital V, capital G, motherfucking video game. Get it, get the ice. Oh, I just have the red key right now. Red key! I am a great magician. We don't need that many more gems. And there we go, we're getting more. So I guess this game is just like you run around for the gems. There are some optional. I think I found a secret there, kinda. But yeah. Not that I found a Mario 2. I really, really, really like Mario 2. It's not as good as Mario 1, 3, or World. But I think it is a 10 out of 10 game. And I really, really like it. It's like, but it's you're right. It's not the, Is Flex Retro here? Is he still here? Or did he just pop in for a second? Yeah, Mario 3 is so good. Oh yeah, I've seen the thing, the arbitrary code execution to warp to the end. Alright, we just need one more gem. You really got to get this Tin Man going. He can jump, but he needs to get going first. He really needs to wind up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. This thing just shoots whenever the hell it wants, huh? Get this treasure. There we go. This game's got a weird camera where, like, it only... How can I illustrate this properly? It's like you've got a lot of free room right here, which I guess you have to be able to jump without scrolling the camera constantly. But the spot that triggers the camera to go upward is so high up. If you hold up, does it move the camera up? Oh no, it does something else. I think I would have pressed up by accident at some point and figured that out, and it would have been really exciting. You see what I mean? About all the thing? About all the stuff is like, I did grab something important, but not everything is explained in this game. And at some point, I might have accidentally done that because you press up by accident a lot, and that would have been really exciting. But instead, it's just like, press up, okay, oh, neat, you know? It's not really a blind playthrough, but, it just makes games so much more exciting when you just let the player discover it, you know? Can I jump out of that? Oh, neat. Alright, so now I gotta find out... Now I gotta find out where that guy is. A is jump. Can you slide down this like in Mario 3? No. In fact, you can't even duck on this? That's interesting. You can't duck on slants. Yeah, I've never played a game that does B as jump and A as action. That does not sound enjoyable, though. I don't know specifically why it goes that way, except that it's, like, more comfortable to have, like, your primary action be on the outside of the controller. You know what I mean? Like, select rather than cancel is more comfortable to be on the outside, except maybe it's just, maybe I just think that because I've been conditioned that way because Nintendo designed the controller that way. You know. But I think that's what it is. I think the idea is that when you're designing the controls for your game, you think primary action on the outside, secondary action on the inside. And then, you know, put the letters in that order then. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say. Bah. Try some buttons. I was thinking, like, press both at the same time. Right. Select. There was something earlier that I was doing that with. The thing is, okay, so if I'm missing mechanics, here's why. This game seems extremely forgiving. And so, so far, I mean, maybe this will change, but so far this seems like the kind of game that you, or at least these opening stages, are the kind of game that you offer up as an example of why difficulty in a game is important to its design. Is because I'm just kind of mashing through this game and not even really paying much attention to it. And I haven't had to restart yet. Which means that I haven't felt the need to explore the game's mechanics that much. And that's exactly why difficulty is so important, is because it gets you to test the game. I feel like this dagger is not very powerful. Wait a second, you can jump into dudes. Oh, but it didn't. Okay. Now I am getting my ass kicked by bats, though. So now is when I start to have to pay attention to that stuff. So does that cost anything to do? I mean, I don't see anything on the HUD changing. If I just keep shooting this, nah, it seems like it's fine. So I'm just going to keep using it until it seems like it's a bad idea. Ooh. Can we Metroid it up in here? Can we, Now it's not freezing them like it was before. But it is doing the thing. It does seem like it's doing damage when I land on them, you're right. Well, actually that time it didn't seem like that. Bah! What is this music? Okay, now this is the big badass. Oh, and he killed me. You know, I meant to mess with my FrameMeister settings to see if I can get the colors more accurate. Because when I play Mario Bros, the colors are not accurate. And it drives me nuts. And then when I play Metroid, they're like even more off. And I didn't really consider that it might just be settings on the upscaler. Until I was watching Bovine yesterday, and he was talking about that slider that pushes out noise. Oh, he's kicking my ass. Okay. He kicked my ass. So yeah, here we go. A part of the game that is actually getting me to really figure out these controls. Do I want all the backseating tips and tricks I can handle? No, thank you. Or actually, you know what? I do want all the backseating that I can handle. And the amount that I can handle is none. So at this point, what's getting me is that, I don't understand why this'll freeze this guy, and that's cool, and then that freezes that guy, cool, alright, freeze him, nice, alright, not frozen. Like, maybe they have more health now or something, I don't know. Metroid is so good. I love original Metroid on NES. I was messing with the game last time I was playing it. I was trying to get the Varia suit before getting the high jump boots. And I almost got it. I almost figured it out. And then I saw at GDQ they were playing it and they did a trick and it was so similar to what I was trying. Like I almost broke it and got the Varia suit early using the speedrun trick just from messing around. But there was like one little step to the trick that I didn't do. This camera is like too washed out. I turned up the gain on it because I have a black cat and he doesn't show up very well on camera. But now it's like blown out. There we go. Excuse me a second before we do this. I need caffeine and sustenance. Okay. We got this. We got this. We got pew, 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 pew. Alright. The goal is just to kill Kraid. You know, I just tank Kraid. Like, I fight Kraid last, as in after Ridley when I play the game. Oh. Okay, what if I do this? What if I throw the knife and then get him with it as it comes back? Oh, wait, I heard him somehow. Was it by jumping up into him? Oh, it was. Oh, we're just gonna do that. Jump up into him. Jump into him. No, 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 no. I screwed up my pattern. I have not played I Wanna Be the Guy, but, I'm interested in it because, I'm sure if you've heard of that game, you've probably heard of I Wanna Be the Bashi, which was made by Solgren. And Solgren made Wings of V, and Wings of V is actually maybe my favorite game of all time. So it makes me want to play I Want to Be the Bashi, or it makes me want to start with I Want to Be the Guy, because it's very, Wings of V is like, primitively based on those mechanics. The game is like a much more expanded version of what those games are on. But yeah, fan games seem fun. The Big 20, you can't kill Ridley? Okay. See, yeah, that's the thing, is I usually, when I just play Metroid, I fight Ridley first. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. I'm like kicking him with my toe as I go up. Nice. Oh, 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 get him, get him. A pile of treasure. Did it. Oh, Wings of V, yeah, V is VI. But yeah, it's made by the same guy that made I Want to Be the Bashi, and it is just so good. It's maybe my favorite game ever made. The other one being Killer 7 for the GameCube. That's my other favorite. However, I don't know though. It's tough to say. Okay, well now I'm riding bubbles. I think that was a pretty good first run of this game though. I might be about ready to just play some Mario. I had to experiment there a little bit. It's gonna actually respawn me down here? Weird. Okay, so there's bubbles. You want me to turn on the bubbles? Yeah, let's play some Mario Bros. Alright, so we are going to turn this to say tournament. Tournament practice. Super Mario Bros. Let's go. Who made this game? Acclaim is on the cover. I don't know if they necessarily developed it. I just know it says Acclaim on the cover. Yep, and that's the only company logo on it, besides Nintendo.